Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Master Rina binti Muhammad Isamuddin. So for this lab 6, I will explain about the graph. So for the first one is a graph without the PI controllers. So this is the coding. So now we will evaluate this coding. Okay, so from the result, the rest time is about 2.59 seconds and there is no overshoots. So the response is smooth. So the important part is the final value, which is the steady state error is 0.5, which is quite large. So this means that the output only reach around half of the desired value. So the system is not accurate. So overall, with a controller, the system is stable but slow and reach the target properly. Okay, so next, for the graph that needs to change the KP. Okay, so this is the coding. Okay, so for this, I apply a controller with KP equals to 10 and KI equals to 1 and KD equals to 1. So, as you can see at here, the rest time is about 0.5995 seconds, which is a big improvement compared to the no-controller case. So there's a small overshoot around 3.10%. So the steady state error is 0. So it means that the output can reach the set point accurately. So this is the graph for the KP equals to 10. Okay, so next, when the KP, we setting the KP to 15 and the KI and KD still 1. So now we will evaluate this coding. Okay, so as you can see here, the rest time becomes faster, which is around 0.419 seconds. It means that the system reacts quick. So for the overshoots, it increased a lot, about 11.43%. This shows that when KP is higher, the system can become more aggressive and overshoot more. So the steady state also remains 0, so it's accurate. And then for the settling time is longer. It's around 15.19 to 1. It means that it takes more time to fully stabilize. Okay, so next, when we change the KI, we will change the KI 3, KP is 15 and KD is 5. So now we will evaluate this coding. Okay, so the graph really shows the effect when I increase KI while keeping KP constant and with a higher KD value. So the rise time is about 0.4557 seconds. So it means it's still fast. And then for the overshoots, it's good because it's 0%. So the response does not exceed the target value. And then for the settling time, it's about 2.30 seconds, which is much more shorter than before. And the steady state error is 0, so the output reaches the set point accurately. So in this graph, the system is fast and stable and also accurate. So for the next one, we will change the KI from 3 to 7. So now we will run this coding. Okay, so this is the graph when the KI is 7. So we can see at here the rise time. The rise time becomes slightly faster, about 0.4 4249, and then for the overshoot, it's small, it's around 1.9%, but it's still slow. And then for the settling times, it's becoming very short, it's around 0.6784 seconds, so the response is stabilized quickly. And then for the steady state errors, it stays at 0, so it means it still reached the set point. So overall, when we increase the Ki, it helps to remove a steady state errors and can speed up settling, but it can have a small overshoots. Okay, so next for the task 4.1, so this is the coding. So now I will evaluate this coding. Okay, the graph is about a step response without any controller. So as you can see here at the command windows, the rest time is about 0.8330 seconds and the overshoot is 0%, so it looks stable. And then for the steady state error is very high, which is 0.9524. So it means that the output is far from the desired value and the system is not accurate. So without a controller, the system response is stable, but it cannot track the set point properly. And then we will go to the controller that changes the KP to 300. So this is the coding. Okay, so as you can see here, the graph will change, and then when I apply the KP to 300, we will get the response become very fast, and then for the rest time is 0.0727 seconds, and then for the overshoot it's become very high, about 40.06%. It means that the system goes above the target a lot. And then for the steady state errors, it's improved to 0.0625, so it's close to the set point, but it's still not that perfect. And then for the P controller, it's improved speed, and then it's given a large overshoot and still some errors. So next, for the last ones, the last one is we will set the KP to 300 and Ki to 10. So we will evaluate this coding. Okay, so now this is the graph when we change the Ki from 0 to 10. So when you can see here the rest time is fast, which is 0.0770 seconds, and the overshoot is reduced compared to the P only, which is about 1.55%, and then the steady state errors become 0, so it means that the output can reach to the set point. And then for the settling times, it shows NANs, so it means that the system still has oscillation or it does not fully settle within the selected time range. And then for the PI controller, it's improved accuracy strongly, but we still need tuning if we want less overshoot and clear settling behavior. So that's all from me. Thank you.